Dude, what was the whole reason for the change?
I don't know. I think I'm pretty big on involvement in wrestling, and I don't like the feeling of when I've got a show coming up on the weekend. I want to look forward to it, and I feel as though if things get stale, it's time to evolve. So there was just I don't know what the switch was, but I think I did as much as I could with the Hunter. It was a blast. It's as you can see behind me, she's up on the wall here in the ranch. It has been retired, but yeah, my other love besides wrestling is rugby league. So to bring the Chief to life in a wrestling ring puts the two loves together. So yeah, all in all, like the Hunter, he had a good run, but yeah, I'm all about involvement, and that's sort of where I am right now.
And you talk about bringing the rugby league style into the pro wrestling, which you're a big rugby league supporter. Anyone who's seen over the social media the last few days of you and some of those Newey boys causing a ruckus in Queensland, but absolutely, I think it's great what you've done with the change of character. Like it's a complete different look for you altogether, adding in like the bandage and the head tape as well. Like we've seen similar rugby, like not similar gimmicks, but we've seen rugby gimmicks previously, but this seems much more different where it's not a complete, like you coming out with a football jersey. There's little things that you add to it, which make it that sort of culture in rugby league, but also staying true to being professional wrestling as well.
Yeah, that's it. Like the jersey and all that would be fun, and I mean it's just an investment thing long term. I'm in no rush to get rid of the footy gimmick and whatnot. So, I mean, the jersey might come down the line. It's something I'd look forward to. But, yeah, all in all, just adding the little tweaks here and there to slowly change the gimmick over. And there was a point where I was still wearing camo shorts, but I had the head tape. And sometimes I think it's best to do a slow transition. I talked to a few boys about this over the weekend. You don't want to do like a complete change out of the gate. Sometimes a slow transition helps the fans if they struggle to understand what's going on. So yeah, a slow transition sometimes work best, like what I've done.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you did sort of transition it in. You had the head tape, but it was even, I think you had the camouflage tape or something at some stage as well. So it was sort of blending into what it is now. But like, where did you get the idea to start doing that? Because like I said, it's I'm surprised no one's ever done it before because it is a cool look.
Like I couldn't even tell you. I think there was a time, like probably not long after you and I spoke in 2020, we had a little thing called like the Free Fighting League at House of Free Fighting in Newey, and it was just sort of this competition that we filmed, and I wasn't in it at all because I was like, I'm actually going to call it a year. I'm done. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And then they said, hey, we really need you. Can you come back? And I was like, the gear we had to use like wasn't the Hunter character at all. It was quite bright and funky and whatnot. So I was probably watching footy and seeing it, and so I wouldn't mind throwing that in the gear, seeing how it looked. I got the footage back not long after we done some of those matches, and I was just frothing it. And I think, like, I mean, I watch the footy now and see the head tape Warriors, and it always gives me a bit of a popski. So I'm glad I can be bringing it to the square circle.
It's funny.